Are you trying to survive the gig economy with DoorDash? Are you just feeling like you're tired and you're stuck? You're just in a rut right now. Let's unlock some secrets to maximize your earnings to get ahead in the gig economy. In this video, I will reveal top tricks to help you succeed as a DoorDash driver. From optimizing your schedule, increasing your customer rating, and much more. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a new DoorDash driver, this video is packed with actionable advice to help you take your DoorDash side hustle to a whole new level. So what are you waiting for? Watch now and start driving your way to success. Today we're talking about survival of the gig economy, especially as a DoorDash driver. As a fellow gig worker, I know it can be tough out there just to make ends meet. But with these right strategies and mindset, you can thrive in this industry. One of the biggest challenges that DoorDashers face right now is competition. Sometimes we just feel so oversaturated. There's so many of us all at one little place. And we're all just trying to get at least one order just to get this thing a-rolling. Then you got to get another one and another one and another one to keep it stacking and keep it going. Because I know some people will be just sitting in their vehicles seconds after minutes and minutes into hours. It's like, oh my gosh, when do I even get my first order of the day? I know it can be rough because you can just be sitting there and just waiting on that order. So you might even have to consider, well, maybe I just need to try other apps, or maybe even have to go to a different marketplace. Another thing is fluctuating earnings, because you just don't know what you're going to make from day to day. Sometimes you have to stay out there just a little bit longer just to make your goal, make your quota. Whether your quota is $50, $100, $150, $200, whatever that goal is for you for that day, you just got to be out there and you got to keep on going. There's going to be some days where it's going to be easy to rake in that cash. Some days it's going to be just like money is just raining down from the heavens. And there's going to be some days it's just boom, 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 boom. Game over. That's just how things are going to be sometimes, and that ain't no lie. Because it just going to feel like you're just making minimum wage sometimes. And the other hassle is just going to be just your expenses, such as just your gas and your maintenance, oil changes, this and this and that, and this to that. Then you got, at the end of the year, you get your taxes. And there's just so much just to think about as an independent contractor, because you just get all this workload on you sometimes, and it might be overwhelming for some folks. But you know what? Just keep on, day by day, step by step, we'll get through. One thing that I use for myself to actually help me out is the Everlance app. The Everlance app has 3 different plans, and as of right now, in January 2025, Dashers get 20% off. So last year when I got in, I just did like the year plan, which was like a total of $60, and then you got 20% off from that. So it wasn't too bad. This helps me keep track of my mileages, revenue, expenses. And the one great thing I really like about my expenses, because when I get my receipts, I can take a picture of it. And also I can put how much it actually everything was, and it tracks that for the whole year. So I don't have to always just have all my receipts all in a big old bundle. I got to have it all on my app. And then by the end of the year, I'm going to have a printout that actually show me how everything broke down for the year. This also gives you an estimated total for deductions. And for me, this is awesome. And no, Everlance is not paying me in any way to say any of these things. This is just something I use, and I can also leave a link below if you want to check this out for yourself. Then you have another flip side of just the physical toll of being on the road every day, because driving can just be exhausting physically and mentally sometimes. So you had to balance everything out so you can feel comfortable and motivated as we go through each day. Then we got to go through different phases of the DoorDash algorithm. Then you have to keep up with the latest requirements and expectations, such as getting or keeping platinum status if that's something that you try to do. In most markets, it's 70%, but in other markets, it's 80%. It's just like, oh my gosh, how stressful is that? Because you got to worry about that rolling 100. So out of 100 offers, you have to accept 70 or 80 just so you can get to platinum. Get to it. And if you have experiences like me, as soon as you hit that 70 mark, it's just like DoorDash want to sink your tracks and bring you right back down. Oh, it sucks. It sucks. And that rolling 100 keeps on coming back around in order to get that acceptance rate up. When another decline order rolls around, you have to make sure you got to accept that order. And you don't know when that is. It's not like DoorDash actually shows us where we're at in the rolling 100, which would be a nice feature. Hint, hint, DoorDash. Despite all these challenges out there, there are drivers that are really killing it out there, with or without Platinum. Sometimes they might be multi-apping with such as DoorDash, UberEats, Grubhub, Walmart Spark, etc., etc. There's so many apps out there that we can multi-app from. So don't forget the multi-apping perspective and getting the best miles to money ratio. Even by saying this, to still maximize our earnings, we still have to optimize our delivery routes. Planning our routes in advance to avoid some areas that might slow us down. Because AI doesn't see it all, but a lot of times we just know by our knowledge and wisdom. And this will save time, money, and energy, gas, wear and tear. How you doing? Also, we have to take advantage of peak times, the lunch rush, the dinner rush. And if you're like me, I like to be a little bit early for the lunch and the dinner rushes. Then I might go to a little bit past my lunch and dinner rushes, just so I make sure I can get all the cash I can get. Then we can't even forget about peak pay. Peak pay can be a total game changer, but sometimes the problem is with peak pay is it's not even there when I need it. A lot of times it's like 9 p.m. or 11 p.m. or during the nighttime. But I know sometimes it can be during the day, but most of the time it's really around the holiday, especially in December. You might get on that during the Friday, Saturday, but all locations vary. So you got to stay on top of when peak pay is and get on it. Another key tactic is understanding your customer base, knowing where the really good orders are and the times, such as the lunch and the dinner. Then you need to position yourself to be close to that restaurant. And because when you're close to that restaurant, the higher likely is you to actually get it and receive an order from that place. Now let's say, for an example, if you're on DoorDash and maybe you're a Platinum Dasher, and you might not be a Platinum Dasher, maybe you're a Silver, or whichever, which one's most likely to get that order? If you're both side by side, will it be the Platinum or will it be the Silver or somebody under? Well, it's supposed to be Platinum. So you need to make sure if you're that type of person that's going to try to keep Platinum, let me know how that works for you. Because for my experience, I almost feel like I need Platinum in this area. One, just so I can be out there for the dash now at any time. Because when I do try to dash, I'm only out there for like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Then it shuts me down again. Then I might be able to get on again. Who knows? But I know for me and in my market and where I'm at, Platinum has been working for me. And you can check in your market if it works for you. Now, by combining all these strategies together, you should be able to see an increase in your earnings as a DoorDash driver. And now you also got to think even beyond the money. It's also about building your reputation as a reliable and effective driver as DoorDash and the customer can count on. So what are some key takeaways of this video? Optimizing your routes, understanding peak hours, utilizing your promotions, and focusing on your customer service. And this will help you to improve as a DoorDash or gig driver. And don't forget to stay adaptable and keep learning. The gig economy is always changing, always evolving, and you need to be able to change with it. As a lot of times I say, you just got to roll with the punches sometimes. So if you're a DoorDash driver or just starting out in this gig economy, I would love to hear from you in the comment box. And also you can share some of your tips and thoughts and strategies that you do as well. And don't forget to check out my other videos for other tips on gig work. And lastly, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. And if you're thinking about even doing DoorDash full time, see me in the next video.